design for the car, the lens, the paint, everything is just perfect to what I've ever imagined.
That's saying a lot, because he's been imagining his dream car for quite a few years.
This is a big event for Hector. In fact, he's about to put it all into perspective for us. It's like having my fourth child, man. Oh my God. The anxiousness has been killing me, man. My oldest daughter, Daniela, and I, we're going to work on this together. And then the little one's going to come along and help out. It's going to be part of the family. It's an heirloom for us. This is unbelievable. This color is sick.
Why can't some shit like that why does it happen to me? Why can't somebody just come along and fix my hot rod? Save me thousands of dollars and do it in a week. Yeah, I know. It's not meant to be. Actually, my son has my hot rod. My ex got it in the divorce. It was actually the only thing she did get. But it was big. And it was my baby. And then she had the nerve to sell it to my son. Not give it to my son. I mean, she didn't pay nothing for it. But she sold it to my son. Yeah. We won't even get on that. I wish I could show you the difference in these pre-mades and the ones that I make. They don't tighten them. Well, they did offer tightened ones, but they were 3 times as much as the regular ones. It was actually more than 3 times. See, they skipped this step right here when they did it. They just brought the solder down farther than I do and called it a day, where I do an extra step by tightening them. But then I get a much neater line. And then the needles are grouped tighter, so you're going to get a thinner line, and you're not going to have any deviation in it. I don't know why they didn't tighten them, but it definitely made a difference in my work. You could, I don't know how to explain it. Imagine the difference in a pencil that's sharpened to a very fine point and a pencil that you've used all week and it barely shows any lead. That's probably the difference in them. That's the closest thing I could think of that would be close enough for you guys to understand. Oh. Yeah, I don't understand the cost difference in them tightening them. I mean, literally, I think 5 of them I'd have to look, but I think a regular set of 5 needles were like $6.50. Tightened ones was like $23. So I mean, there was a big difference. I cut because I ordered, I think 50 needles, or 50 sets, so 100 needles. By going with a regular 5 instead of a 5 tight, I saved myself like 130 some bucks. Because when she told me the total, I about shit. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck was so much? I know I'm ordering a bunch of stuff, but what the hell jumped it up so high? And she told me it was the tights. And it was like $130, $140 more to have them tightened. And that was even giving me a discount because they were sterilized. Sterilized needles cost more. I'm like, well, I don't want them sterile, because where I am at, the Board of Health, if you buy stuff pre-sterilized, you gotta go through a bunch more hoops, because we gotta test our equipment, our sterilizer, weekly, and they want all the testing that they do on their sterilizers to make sure that it's right. And when they use gas to sterilize, where I use steam, and Columbus doesn't allow you to use gas. I don't know what the big difference is on it. I would think if you had the setup to use gas, it wouldn't be any different than the setup to use steam. I mean, I'm sure it's more expensive. I don't think it takes as long. Because like with steam, you got to have it at temperature for 15 minutes. I leave it at temperature for about 30 to 45 minutes. My timer has an hour on it. And it takes less than 10 minutes to get up to temperature and pressure. But, actually I think it takes about 5 minutes. But I figure it, give that first 15 minutes to get up to temperature. And that needle is messed up. I know this camera won't pick it up, but one of them is bent. I just caught a glimpse of it as I was spinning it. One of them's bent, so it was reflecting when I spin it. I doubt you guys will be able to see it, but one needle is bent over, and if I was to use that, it would